is the story, the fantastically true story of Herbert A. Philbrick, who for 9 frightening years did lead 3 lives. Average citizen, high-level member of the Communist Party, and counter-spy for the Federal Bureau of Investigation. For obvious reasons, the names, dates, and places have been changed, but the story is based on fact. You're about to see the Communist Party's complete disregard for human rights as they effect their plan of sabotage.
Dottie, I studied and studied, but I still can't remember them all. Yes, I can remember some of them. Washington, Jefferson, Adams, Madison, Monroe.
Come on, sweetie, come on. Will you please finish with that phone?
5.
What's she doing at home? Why isn't she in school with the other kids?
No first class today. She's got a history test.
Please, I'm trying to concentrate. I'm worried.
Well, I'm worried, too. I've got to call the office.
Hurry up, Connie. Mrs. Blair's waiting.
Gotta go, Dottie. See you at school. Washington, Jefferson, Madison, Monroe.
Washington, Jefferson, Adams, Madison, Monroe. Hey, wait a minute. That's mine. I've been standing in line a half an hour.
I'll only be a minute.
Female concept of a minute is usually
hello.
about...
Helen? Oh, yes, of course I'm going. I wouldn't miss it for the world. I'm just thrilled. All right, then I'll look for you between hardware and towels. Bye.
Tell me, what's so thrilling about a department store sale?
A once-a-year sale when you've got a husband that's murder on socks and girls who are murder on everything?
Hello, this is Mr. Philbrick. When my secretary comes in, tell her I'm out checking a few accounts this morning. I'll get in touch with her later. Yeah, thank you. Bye. Come on, you ready?
Oh, wait till I clear away the dishes.
Oh, you better let the dishes go. You wouldn't want to get there and have the store all sold out, would you?
Heaven forbid.
Hey.
What's the matter?
Washington, Adams, Jefferson, Madison, Monroe, and Adams. There were 2 Adamses.
Yes, now I remember.
I knew that.
Come on.
Morning, Comrade Herb. Comrade Eva.
Morning.
I'm Comrade Jack.
How do you do?
What can I do for you?
Nothing for you today, Herb. Nothing at all. My orders are to bring Comrade Eva down to the cleaning store.
Eva? But that's the location of the new district headquarters.
That's right.
But Eva's never had any experience except on neighborhood level.
That's got nothing to do with me. All I know is Comrade Claire wants to see her. There's an assignment for her.
But Eva's not experienced. If she's spotted, I may be suspect, too. I better go along with you and see Claire.
You sound like the typical bourgeois husband. Come on, comrade. My car's parked down the street.
Go ahead, Eva. I'll see you later. And I'm glad you're going to be more active in party affairs from now on. It's probably just a routine indoctrination, darling. Now, run along. First thing a good party member learns is never to keep the cell leader waiting. Walk, don't run to the nearest phone and let the FBI know what's happened. No, you can't call Dressler from here. Get to a phone booth, someplace where you can be sure the phone isn't tapped. And relax, Philbrick, relax. Jerry, Philbrick, look, they've taken Eva. The party. They've taken Eva down to headquarters. You've got to help me. Yes, Mr. Park, I think I can meet you. Where would it be convenient for you? Right, I'll be there. Who is he, Philbrick? A comrade tailing you, or just a man who wants to make a phone call? There's no way of knowing. There's never any way of knowing. She's down there right now.
Well, take it easy, Herb. You can't help Eva acting like this. Well, they'd have been on to you a long time ago if you'd handled your own assignments this way.
Jerry, that's just the point. This time it isn't my assignment, it's my wife.
All right, wait a minute. Relax, Herb. Well, we can talk here. Let's start at the beginning. What happened?
Jack was waiting for me this morning in the garage. Eva was going to go downtown with me, but he said something about Comrade Claire wanting to see her. She had an assignment. They wouldn't let me go along.
What kind of an assignment, did he say?
No.
Do you have any idea what projects are in the works at the moment? Something new, perhaps?
Jerry, will you, for heaven's sake, stop talking like a detective? Questions like that don't make any sense coming from you. You know how they work better than I do. Maybe they want to ask her about me. I don't know. The main thing is you've got to do something.
What do you want me to do?
Get Eva out of there. Raid party headquarters if you have to.
You wouldn't want us to do that. They just moved into that cleaning place. There are only 4 of you who are supposed to know the address. You'd be under suspicion.
Jerry, I don't care.
Now, that's no way to help Eva, and you know it. Listen to me, Herb. When you were first actively used by the party, do you remember what your first assignment was?
Jerry, how can I remember what my first assignment was? Something unimportant, mailing out pamphlets. How can I remember?
That's what it was, mailing out innocuous little pamphlets. You wrote us a 10-page report on it the next day.
What's that got to do with Eva?
I'm trying to tell you. You'll remember also that it was a long time before they gave you anything really big, anything important to do in the party. Well, believe me, they'll be just as cautious with Eva.
But that's not the point, Jerry. The point is that those guys have got their sticky little fingers on my wife. She'll be in it as deep as I am before we know it.
Well, maybe not. Let's wait and see.
Wait for what? Look, Jerry, Eva's not used to the brazen, overbearing manners of these party bosses. She's liable to blow that temper of hers. Anything might happen. Jerry, I never asked you for a favor before. I am now. Please get her out of there.
I can't, Herb, not without endangering both of you. I'm sorry.
Okay. Then I'll go over to headquarters myself.
No, now, wait a minute. That's not the way to do it. Herb! Herb!
If you're going to be able to help her, Philbrick, you've got to play it smart. You're on your own this time.
All right. Get out of here, Herb. You know the orders. Stay away unless you're told otherwise.
Yeah, well, I just picked these up at a party bookstore. Supposed to give us the latest line on foreign policy, straight out of Moscow. I'll leave them for Comrade Claire. I just want a receipt from her now.
She's pretty busy.
Come on, come on. I laid out $12 for those books. I want a receipt.
Wait a minute.
If she's back there in the office, that might mean Eva's still with her. What kind of a story can you give so they'll let Eva go home with you? Come on, be a magician. Think of something. Oh. Sorry to bother you, comrades.
He already told me. Let me see the books.
Oh, here you are.
Oh, yes, I'd better read these. Here's a receipt.
Thank you. By the way, how'd Eva make out?
I'm surprised you couldn't think of a better reason for coming here than just buying these books.
Nobody puts anything over on you, do they, comrade? You're right. I was anxious to know what you thought of her.
Why should you be concerned, comrade? He was a loyal party member, isn't she?
Well, that's just it. If anything, she's too loyal. She's fanatical. For months now, she's made my life miserable by telling me I don't do enough for the party.
Really?
Yes, I was afraid that she might have said something that would get me in trouble. You see, she's been after me for a long time to ask headquarters to give her a more active assignment. I lied to her. I told her that I'd asked you, and you'd said she wasn't ready for an active assignment.
What gave you that idea?
Well, she's over-anxious. See, nothing would matter at all to her except the success of any mission she was put on.
You see, just before you came in, I sent Comrade Eva out on her first mission.
Good.
Hi, Al. Hello, Jack. Good morning, Claire.
Good morning, Al.
Sorry to bother you, Jack, but there's a car parked over there by that no parking zone. Thought it might belong to one of your customers.
Oh, yes, officer. That's my car. I was in a hurry. I guess I didn't notice the no parking sign. I'll move it right away.
All right, mister. I'll let you off this time. I know a lot of times people don't see that sign.
Oh, thanks, Al. He'll be right out.
You better tell your customers in the future to watch that no parking zone. I wouldn't want you to lose any business on account of somebody getting a ticket.
Oh, I appreciate it, Al. I'll tell them.
Yeah, I know how important goodwill is.
Thanks. What kind of a mission did you send her on?
You know that's none of your business. She won't even be allowed to tell you about it when she comes home. Incidentally, just to relieve your mind, if the mission goes well, she ought to be home by 3 this afternoon. Under the circumstances, I'm going to excuse your coming here this time. But don't ever let it happen again. Now get up.
What kind of a mission did they send her on? There's nothing you can do for her now, Philbrick. Just go home. Go home and wait. Why doesn't Eva call? She certainly must know you'd be at home waiting. How long does it take to make a phone call? A minute? Half a minute? She can surely take that much time to let you know she's all right. Maybe the phone's out of order. Two o'clock. Comrade Claire said she wouldn't be back till 3. But keep yourself busy, Philbrick. Time will pass faster that way. How can she call? On all your missions, when did you ever have time to call Eva and tell her you were all right? Now you know how it's been for Eva, sitting here like this, waiting and hoping for a phone call and knowing it wouldn't come, not being able to confide in anybody. She's been through it day after day, night after night. What kind of an assignment could they have sent her on? They wouldn't entrust her with anything dangerous. But why not? Since when do the commies make a distinction between men and women? As long as their rotten, filthy work is done, they don't care who does it, or even what happens to those who do it.
Hi, Daddy. What are you doing home? Where's Mom?
No, she's not home yet. Hey, put that down.
I just wanted to call Dottie.
Oh, I'm sorry, sweetie. I'm expecting a call.
Okay. Well, aren't you going to ask me how I did on my history test?
Okay. How'd you do on your history test?
I got a 90. Isn't that terrific? Well, I'm starving. What have we got to eat? Holy Toledo! That sale must have really been important. I've never known Mom to leave dirty dishes before.
Well, what do you say we clean them up for?
You sit down, Dad. I'll do them in a while.
Okay.
Boy, can you imagine all the junk Mom's going to come home with? I hope she gets home all right.
Why shouldn't she?
Well, you remember last year, she was so loaded down she could hardly move. What's the matter, Daddy?
What, Connie?
Why are you sad?
What makes you think I'm sad, Connie?
Oh, I don't know. You sort of get a funny look on your face. And you start calling me Connie instead of Kitten. Sometimes at night, when you're not home from the office yet, Mom gets that same look on her face. We talk to her, but she doesn't pay any attention to us. You know what, Daddy? I don't think it's much fun being grown up. I used to. but I don't think so anymore.
Well, maybe by the time you're grown up, things will be different. Maybe people won't have any reason to be sad then.
Daddy, are you sad because you're worried about Mom?
No, kitten, no, of course not. Why?
You act funny. Like the way Mom acts when she's waiting to hear from you. It must be Donnie.
I'll answer it. Hello?
Comrade Philbrick, I think you better come down here.
What's the matter?
There's a serious problem, Herb. We're in trouble.
What about Eva?
She's entirely to blame. You better come down here at once.
What's the matter, Daddy?
Nothing, sweetie. I've got to go out for a while.
Was that all about Mommy?
No. You take care of the house, will you?
I want to come with you, Daddy, please.
Oh, you can't, kitten. This is business, honest.
But I don't want to stay here alone. Please, Daddy.
Look, sweetie, your sisters will be coming home in a little while. Why don't you all get together and make the house all nice and clean for Mommy?
Can I come with you, Daddy?
No, darling. You've got to understand it's business.
But you were talking about Mom on
It
the
was
phone.
business.
You've never fibbed to me, Daddy. Cross your heart and hope to die that you're not fibbing now.
Cross my heart and hope to die. Satisfied? Okay.
Okay.
When you're working for the party, you've even got to lie to your kids.
Dad's not ready for you yet, Philbrick. Wait here.
She sent for me to come right over.
I said she's not ready for you yet.
Is my wife here?
Philbrick, did you ever read these comic books? This one's sure exciting.
Look, I understand the mission didn't work out. What happened?
You'll see. Boy, this is good.
Where are they? In the back?
What are you trying to do, Philbrick? I told you to wait.
I've got a right to know what happened to my wife. Now, where is she?
Lock up and come back to the office.
Okay.
Where's my wife?
Come in the back, comrade. Sit down, Herb. Your wife was sent on a simple assignment, Herb. She was merely to distribute propaganda leaflets in front of one of the defense plants. When she found out what it was, she refused to have any part of it. Why? I say only a deviationist would have behaved like that. A loyal communist follows orders, any kind of orders his superior gives him. And your wife refused.
I told you why. I was thinking of the security of my husband. There were policemen around. Suppose something happened and the police moved in. Herb's position as a top-ranking party member would have been jeopardized.
We're going to get at the truth of Eva's disobedience, comrade. Maybe you can persuade her to tell us the truth.
Her reason sounds logical enough to me.
It doesn't to me. I don't believe what she said.
I don't care what you believe. I'm sick and tired of this whole...
Eva. Comrade Claire is right. You should have let your contact know how you felt.
You know what I think? She's a traitor.
That's exactly what I'm beginning to believe myself.
Oh, now, wait a minute. My wife may have acted hastily, but her loyalty to the party is unquestioned.
Unquestioned by whom? Her husband? If she's disloyal, then maybe you are too, Herb. I'll give you one more chance. Persuade her to tell us the truth.
But she is telling the truth. Eva doesn't lie where the party's welfare is concerned. That's all there is to it.
He's talking pretty high and mighty, isn't he, Claire?
No, comrade, that is not all there is to it. I am filing charges of disloyalty against you and Eva. You both should be held responsible for what happened.
Let's go, Eva.
Just a minute, Herb. Where do you think you're going?
Home. We'll be there if you want us.
Maybe you will, maybe not. I don't want to take any chances. I want to get this settled right now. See that Comrade Herb waits out front.
Come on, Herb.
Are you just going to stand around and wait while Comrade Claire subjects Eva to a party cross-examination? The only alternative would be to take Eva and walk out. But then what? You might as well admit that you and Eva are traitors.
Give me a cigarette, Philbrick.
You know, Comrade Claire is wrong about this. Eva'd never jeopardize the party. She's too loyal.
Oh, sure. Sit down.
I'll have to take orders from you.
Don't make it any tougher on yourself, Philbrick. The way I see it, you're in this thing as deep as that wife of yours. Now sit down and shut up.
You know, I don't like you, Comrade. Someday I look forward to showing you just how much I don't like you.
Any time you say, Philbrick. I always say there's no time like the present.
Where's my wife?
Anything wrong, comrade?
Touched.
Hello.
Hey, Al. Back again?
Oh, I forgot this morning. It's that time of year again. Tickets to the policeman's ball.
Oh, why, sure. Sure. Funny thing, Mr. Philbrick was here this morning, too. Your things will be ready in just a few minutes, Mr. Philbrick.
Thank you.
How much are the tickets, Al?
The usual $1 a ticket, $10 for a book.
We'll take a book, won't we, Claire?
Oh, yeah, give us the book, Al.
I sure appreciate it, Claire.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's the least we can do for you guys.
Look, about that thing, I'm in
Just a
kind of a
minute, sir.
hurry.
Would you be interested in buying a ticket, sir?
No, thanks. Not today. Some other time.
Okay. So long, and thanks.
So long, Al.
See you, Al.
Oh, where's Eva?
You can go now, comrade.
I said, where's my wife?
Outside. Send her out the back.
How come?
What took you so long, Herb?
You all right?
Yeah.
What happened?
I don't know. She got a phone call. She didn't say much, just listened. And then she told me to leave.
They're probably trying to test us in some way. Come on, let's get out of here. Wholesale lumber. Dressler. He wants you and Eva to meet him there. Are you all right, Eva?
Yes.
Couldn't be that you had anything to do with their letting us go.
Well, could be. No, this really happened within the party. Comrade Claire got a phone call.
Yes, but how did you know?
Well, we even know who called her. It was one of the top-level commies. It seems the police arrested a bunch of them this afternoon for distributing pamphlets without a city permit.
Well, the only thing is, won't the party suspect that Eva was the one who tipped off the police?
No, none of the party members knew that they didn't have a permit. Only Comrade Claire. She was supposed to have picked one up, but she slipped up somehow. Now, she's the only one the party will hold responsible.
Wonderful. Then it was you who tipped the police off.
Well, let's just say it was a friend who was watching out for you.
Yeah, thanks, friend. But what if Eva actually had been there?
Well, then we wouldn't have arranged for the police to move in on them. You played it very well, Eva.
Then everything's definitely all right.
Yeah, everything is perfect, Herb. I don't think Eva has to worry about a summons from the party anymore, at least nothing more like this.
Jerry, those things I said to you this morning...
Forget it, Herb. I would have said the same thing if I'd been in your spot. Well, I've got to leave. You two better wait a minute or two.
Carlson, what's the matter?
When I think of that horrible old woman talking to us like that and keeping us there so long.
I know. Anyway, there's nothing to worry about now.
Oh, Herb.
Darling, don't even think about Comrade Claire. She'll get what's coming to her.
I'm not worried about her.
Well, what are you upset about then?
I missed the once-a-year sale. Helen will be bragging all year about the wonderful bargain she picked up.
Oh, my wonderful wife, come on. Because a communist cell leader overstepped her responsibility, a counter-spy's wife was saved from jeopardy. Next week, another story of communist activities from the files of Herbert A. Philbrick, counter-spy, a man who for 9 years posed as a member of the Communist Party.